Well, welcome back, my friends all, son, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a Katsu, K-A-T-S-U, Habu, H-A-B-U, rendition. Badass looking knife, beautiful knife, gorgeous knife, but you know, we worry about function here. Now, Mike Imler from crazysharp is the designer. Let me tell you up front that Mike is a friend of mine. We communicate quite often, so yes, I probably am biased. No problem admitting that, but I want you to know that Mike's a good dude. Here's the thing though, Mike's made knives before, like physically made them, right? He's designed them, he's made them, and you know when you run into guys who design knives, who've made knives, who've used knives, typically speaking, they know what they're doing, and then it's up to the company, the OEM, to produce it. At that point, it leaves the designer's hands and goes to the OEM. I love the design. I like everything with the thought process, and I believe Katsu did very well on it. I've only reviewed one other Katsu. Imler sent me that one. It was not his design. There you can see the deep carry pocket clip. And I'm saying all that because this is only my second Katsu that I've reviewed. Bear that in mind. This has S90V steel, a full convex edge, which is a different concept for a pocket knife. It's a flipper. It's got a titanium bolster lock. Here's the thing. It's got kind of a deep carry pocket clip. Here's a couple of things that I like about the knife very, very much. I love the size. It is a full-sized pocket knife. We're going to get into the specs here. I also like the concept of the full convex edge. We're going to cut a lot. Now, here's the deal. This is actually Imler's knife. I think this particular production run's hard to get, so he sent it to me. I'm going to check it out, and I'm sending it back. So we didn't go full send on it. Now, we do stab stuff, we do stab tires, we do all that. But what I wanted to do with the knife is do enough with it to get a feel and give you a feel, because October 6th, tomorrow, Monday, October 6th, they're going to drop a run of these on Katsu's website. At the end, I'll give you all the details on that. The knife closed, in the closed position, and I pull my own measurements, y'all know that, is 5 inches long. So you've got a 5-inch handle, basically 5 inches long, 5-inch handle. The overall length, and that's going to be from tip to the bottom. And guys, while I'm rambling, y'all just watch the knife work. It's insane. It really handled a lot of different mediums very well. We did a couple of different things with it without going crazy. We did baton some. So as much as I say we didn't go full send, we went 99% full send. Overall length's 9 inches, so you've got a 4-inch blade. You've got a 3.5-inch cutting edge. Blade width at its widest point is 1.25 inches. It's got fat carbon handle scales. I love that. They didn't do a ton of billboarding. You've got Katsu on one side of the blade, and you've got ME Design on the other for Mike Imler. You have Katsu's logo on the pivot thing there. That's a technical term, I know. We sailed through some ratchet strap here. Now, guys, forgive me. It was raining, so I had to kind of put my camera up under the canopy and then shoot from there. So I tried to zoom in on a couple of these in a minute. Please focus on this. I'm just going to be quiet. This is 1-inch inner diameter, 4-ply sandblast hose. Let's watch. This sumbitch peeled that thing better than it peeled the apple. And both the apple's more skill set than this thing is. Okay, so here's the thing. If you have followed the channel at all, any, you know that we cut that sandblast hose as much as we can. It's probably the toughest medium that I cut. This knife it sailed through it. And if you watch my forearms, watch my hands, I do have to apply a good bit of torque to it. That's just being honest with you. Those 4-ply, if you've dealt with anything in sandblasting, any kind of industrial thing like that, you know that it's not just rubber hose. So I apply a little bit of torque, but that shows a couple different things. The knife bit almost all the way through it immediately, and then there was no slip. And again, remember now, I'm in the rain. So the grip on it was phenomenal. The bolster lock held up. Melissa, in the back, which I can't ever remember. Y'all know she's the girl with 1 million, or the lady with 1 million and something subscribers. She had one of these, and I watched a reel or a short where she did some light batoning. You might want to check that out. And I think it went through that pretty easily. I'm bringing that up because I can't remember if she had the lock engaged or not. If we do any kind of batoning with a pocket knife, which typically you don't. Now in Florida, we have to do a little more light batoning than most because when it rains or gets wet, wood gets saturated. So we just kind of go all the way down to the dry stuff, right? I don't do a lot of it like huge things in real life. I did want to show we did not engage the lock, and we didn't go real heavy. I used some pine as well. And for those of you who say, well, pine's soft, well, it's chipped the shit out of a buck and 2 bar Krugers. So the truth of the matter is, and I've said this many, many times, I'll say it many more, if a knife gets damaged on my channel, that is a problem. I'm not trying to hammer it through black locust. I'm not trying to hammer it through seasoned oak. Now, we'll go heavier on blades for the hard use, or somebody that markets something as hard use or indestructible. Yes, but on a pocket knife, no, not doing it. And let me throw this out there too before we move on from that. This is one of the few pocket knives that I've ever had the lock disengaged, batoned, had plenty of space. You know, usually it's some kind of awkward hold and it's unsafe. This thing, and we'll check the blade out again. I have chipped a couple of blades doing just exactly what I did here. There's no chipping, no rolling, no damage, and you'll get a better look at the knife later on. But the truth of the matter is, this knife had plenty of purchase. Plenty of purchase. Now, let me just say this. One of the notes that Emler sent me said, this is the available version, green and white. And if you notice the first picture at the front of this video, it showed those handle scales. But there is a blackened titanium version coming with Mars Valley CF and a blue and black CF. I think those are the ones that's going to be available tomorrow. And before I forget, guys, they're dropping tomorrow, October 6th. You can use crazysharp. That's Mike's discount code. It's a 10% discount code, but it has to be all one word. Please do that, and I'll put that in the description. Everything that I did with this blade, and again, bear in mind, it is going back to Emler, the knife held up insanely well. Now, I do want to explain this. I am not left-handed, but I only have a left-handed cut glove, and no offense to anybody, I haven't done enough Katsu knives to understand the nuances of their knives or their locks super good. I'm not cutting myself. No danger of it here, and we didn't go crazy. We just didn't go crazy with it. There was no need. I wanted to use that tire as well, and cut up into a little bit. Just, again, put a little pressure on that edge without going nuts. Nothing super hard there. We're going to do, I don't know if I did any light stabbing. I don't know that I did. I don't think with this pocket knife it's very necessary. But again, I'm going to be quiet right here. I just want y'all to watch this. Again, made very, very short work of the sandblast hose. This is like, I love the convex edge. I love everything about the thought process there. If you need it to go a little harder, it'll do that. Super sharp, handled the industrial materials very well. This again is a knife that I can use a lot. It's got a nice choil right there on the blade, which makes any kind of fine work easier, in my opinion. Just a really, really well-built knife. Again, it's only my second Katsu. I hope it's not my last. I'm just going to be real with you. I'd like to get one of these at some point and go a little bit harder on it just for fun. Not to try to break it or damage it, but at the same time to let you guys see build quality. Sharpness is there. Comfort is there. The looks to me, now I love the fat carbon handle skills. I just do. The titanium bolster lock, I'm digging that. And I personally am a fan of the S90V, which is on the blade right under that choil. It's not visible, but it's there. Would I carry it? You're damn right. Mike, thank you for sending this, guys. Please check out Katsu Knives. I'll try to tag their channel, but check them out. Check out crazysharp app. Check out Imler's designs. I've got another Imler design that I'm doing tomorrow. It'll be out. It was a gift from Zach Schmidt. It's the stonefish. Check that out. Listen. I love y'all. God knows I do. Real quick, we're running low, vets. We love you. I'm Scab. You're not. And we gone, son.